Today we're checking out the Eilleo SpaceWalk M7. Okay, so on first glance, this is a really unique looking cargo e-bike. Haven't really heard this brand before, but taking a look on their website, a lot of their design features are basically space themed. Kind of cool. Maybe it's a little gimmicky, but honestly, it's a really interesting design. It's a carbon steel frame. It kind of has a bit of a step through over here. And obviously you have the rear rack to carry some cargo. The glossy orange with the black accents is also a nice touch. Anyway, let's go through all the features. So the first thing you'll notice are these 20x4-inch fat tires, pretty standard. You got the dual sport tread, integrated front fender, and mechanical disc brakes. Obviously I prefer hydraulic disc brakes, but what are you gonna do? Got the front fork over here, doesn't seem like there's any adjustments. Got the bright integrated front headlight. Got the riser handlebars over here, kind of reminds me of BMX bars. Ergonomic rubber grip. Got the light control, signal controls. That's left, that's right. And you also have the brake functionality, so when you squeeze it, the center light lights up. So this is really great for riding at night. You also have the horn button right here. You have your display controls, and you only have 3 levels of pedal assist. Center mounted M5 display, Shimano 7-speed shifter, and a right-hand half-twist throttle. Now in terms of power, you have a removable 48-volt 15-amp-hour battery. What's unique is how it's housed inside of the frame. Perforated design panel over here, and then it's surrounded by the frame tubing. Very unique. Very secure, never seen something like this before. Here we have a standard moped style saddle seat. Look at that, tons of cushion. So this should be super comfortable. You also have dual rear suspension shocks. It looks like these are adjustable, I'm unsure, but you could also swap these out for more premium shocks if you wanted to. You got the foldable rear foot pegs, in case you wanted to add a passenger. A look at the rear mechanical disc brake, integrated rear fender. You have the rear rack that can hold about 55 pounds. So you could probably put a milk crate over here if you want to lug some cargo. If you do want to add a passenger, they should probably be lightweight, maybe a kid. For power, we have a 750 watt rear hub motor. Here's a look at the Shimano 7-speed derailleur. And the total weight of this bike is about 85 pounds. So it's not super heavy, but it's also not exactly lightweight. You could definitely transport it upstairs if you remove the battery. Plenty of points to grab the frame as well. So now that we've gone over all the features of the Eilleo SpaceWalk M7, let's take it out for its first ride. First ride with the Eilleo SpaceWalk M7. I really love how this frame looks. I mean, that orange is sparkling in the sun. The frame is just pretty unique. All right, so let's just get on it right now. Kickstand up. Yeah, I can't quite flat foot the bike, but it does feel very comfortable. Shorter wheelbase, bars are in the right position. Saddle is very, very comfortable. Now in terms of cargo electric bikes, this is one that definitely fits me, definitely can fit shorter riders like me. I don't know if this is technically a step-through design, but you know, it kind of is. There are only 3 pedal assist levels on this controller. So we'll start with pedal assist level 1 and no throttle. Okay, all right, lots of power right off the line. Since there's only 3 levels of pedal assist, 1, 2, and 3 is all you get, right? But without any throttling, this is actually really, really comfortable. I do feel those rear shocks working on the bumpy road here. And because of the shorter wheelbase and I guess, you know, where the bars are located, very, very easy to maneuver. Like, super easy to maneuver. Yeah, a little bit of throttle. This is definitely one of the most maneuverable cargo electric bikes we've reviewed in a long time. Okay, pedal assist level 2 now. Give it a little throttle, a little pedaling. Super fun. And absorbing the shocks on the road here. Really, really comfortable. Can't stress that enough. All right, pedal assist level 3 now. I like how it handles these corners, these turns. Just so easy to ride. Really, really nice. This is a really unique cargo cargo electric bike, to be honest. It's just so easy to ride, super comfortable. It's been a while since I've reviewed a dual shock cargo electric bike like this with like a short wheelbase, so yeah, pretty sweet. Very, very nice. Let's see, it's our top speed that we could get here. 17, 19, 20 miles per hour. Definitely can get a little bit more. Let's try going up this hill over here. Do a little off-roading. Woo. All right. Transition onto the grass. And all the way up. Pedal, 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 pedal. Oh. All right. Able to climb that very steep slope there, but now that I'm on the grass, whew, this is very bumpy terrain. Oh my gosh, oh, I gotta stand up. This is way too harsh on the buttocks. But yeah, I was able to kind of like climb that hill, no problem. I'm very impressed with that. Maybe we can swing back around here and let's see, transition back onto the grass. I mean, it can do off-road, but I don't know if it's really meant for off-road. We'll try going back up this hill. Woo! Oh my gosh, ugh, not quite as steep of a slope, but able to power through it, no problem. Wow. I can't imagine if I didn't have rear suspension how this would feel. Okay, back down. Transition back onto the pavement and woo. Swing around over here. Yeah, super fun. Super easy to maneuver. I just wish this had hydraulic disc brakes. Hydraulic disc brakes would have made this thing so awesome. All right, let's test out the brakes now. These are mechanical disc brakes, so I don't expect much. Here we go. 20 miles per hour. Okay, the brakes, I mean, I was like squeezing them with like all my fingers. Not the strongest amount of stopping power, honestly. There's only so much you could do with mechanical disc brakes. So first impressions, wish this came with hydraulic disc brakes. It would have made this bike like automatic recommend, like for sure.
So let's recap the technical specs. The SpaceWalk M7 is a unique-looking cargo electric bike with a low seat height, short wheelbase, and a step-through carbon steel frame that makes it accessible for most riders. It comes equipped with a front headlight, rear tail light with integrated turn signals, and a center-mounted LCD display that shows your ride data at a glance. The integrated rear rack and foot pegs give it extra utility for carrying passengers or gear. And the total weight of the bike is around 85 pounds. With a 750-watt rear hub motor and a 48-volt 15-amp-hour removable battery, the SpaceWalk tops out just under 25 miles per hour. It's also marketed up to 55 miles of range, depending on terrain, assist level, and rider weight. Although in the real world, it's probably closer to 20 to 30 miles of range. You also get 3 pedal assist modes and a half-twist throttle paired with a 7-speed drivetrain. A front suspension fork and dual rear shocks help smooth out bumps, while mechanical disc brakes and 20 by 4-inch all-terrain fat tires keep you locked in.
For a cargo electric bike, this rides just like almost like a mountain bike, to be honest. like a fat tire mountain bike. Really easy to turn and steer and maneuver. These rear shocks, you know, they're not adjusted to my weight, but it was absorbing all of the shocks in the parking lot, a little bit on the grass. Rear rack, if you want to add a bag or some cargo, definitely something that's really useful. I like where the bars are for my height. You could angle them forward if you need to, if you're a taller rider. I never heard of this company before, but the frames are just like so unique. I mean, if you wanted to mod this bike, this frame would actually be pretty perfect, to be honest. Plenty of room to upgrade the battery and add a new controller if you wanted to. I do wish that there were 5 pedal assist levels. I don't know what controller they're using, but maybe there's a way to program it to have 5 levels of pedal assist. Overall, I think the Eilleo SpaceWalk M7 is a decent bike for people just getting into e-bikes, but you know, if you're experienced, it's also kind of a cool bike in terms of just like looks. I don't think you have anything in your collection that looks quite like this.